Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge Silver with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. This month, AILA's ICE Liaison Committee met with ICE to discuss key issues, and here to share highlights from the meeting is Heather Prendergast, Chair of the ICE Liaison Committee. Heather, thanks for joining me. What was discussed during the meeting?
We talked about a number of topics, everything from detention standards to an e-service program that's rolling out in the next year, professionalism, and access to counsel. In fact, the ICE Committee has an access to counsel survey that's out right now, and if you have issues with this, it would be particularly helpful if you could complete that survey.
Is there anything you found especially insightful?
Well, one thing that was particularly important, I thought, is, overall, there are a number of ICE attorneys out there who respond to phone calls and are courteous and professional in their dealings with opposing counsel. There are some places, Atlanta for example, where members report that they don't get calls returned by ICE counsel, that it's particularly difficult to get a grant of prosecutorial discretion. And overall, the experience in that jurisdiction is so frustrating that some attorneys don't want to practice there. We addressed this issue with ICE at the meeting, and ICE takes very seriously these concerns. They expect all of their attorneys to be professional and courteous and responsive to anyone, particularly opposing counsel, and have asked that when there are issues anywhere of an attorney not returning a phone call or things that seem to be out of the ordinary for other national practices, that these issues be raised initially through the chain of command in that local office to the chief counsel, and if it's not resolved there, to be raised to a higher level at headquarters. In the coming weeks, the ICE Committee is going to be putting out a practice advisory to give additional guidance on how our members can do that, and we want to be actively involved in this process, working together with ICE to resolve the issues that are seen by our members in the field.
How is the committee preparing for the new administration?
Well, in our meeting, it was evident that ICE itself is looking towards continuity. They don't have any news that we haven't received. They're getting the same updates that we get when we turn on the TV or the computer or open the newspaper. At this time, it's just more important than ever that AILA members keep the lines of communication open with each other, that we're communicating with our local liaisons, and that the local liaisons are communicating with the National ICE Committee, and also that AILA continues to work closely with ICE and its officers to make sure that we're all on the same page and we're doing the best job we can.
Thanks, Heather, for joining me. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.